Bueno, la pasó, de pegar en el pase y no recibe más. Estuvo bien cero, así que atenta para volver a hacerla. Sofi va segunda, Celia última ahora. Fuerte en los rebotes, está para rebotear, con todo. Vamos, 1, 2, 3, Argentina, dale.
Had a chance to listen into both huddles there, and
Coach Cologne wants to go with a little backdoor Princeton action down here at the offensive end.
I could be wrong, but I think that each team has only made one substitution so far. Well, Argentina 2 now with Celia Fiorotto on the court with Macarena Durso. Virgin Islands has only substituted Aitiana Taylor. That foul is going to be on Sofia Aispura. That'll be her third.
That's a huge foul.
Imagine we're going to be seeing her sit down very, very soon.
Yes.
This might be a good time to bring in Agostina Barani, the experienced 6'1" big for Argentina. Have not seen Agostina yet. Now Argentina makes the substitution, and it is Ornella Santana coming in to replace Sofia Aispura. Gretter almost lost the hit though. Minute 40 to play, first quarter. Durso driving. Nice ball movement by Argentina. 3 on the way, no good. Gretter fights for the rebound with Imani Tate, but Tate gets it.
Good patience down there.
Now Victoria Hamilton airmails that one from the right elbow.
Virgin Islands getting good looks. They're being patient.
Argentina maintaining this 6-point lead. Celia Fiorotto, and now a foul away from the ball. That foul is going to be on Victoria Hamilton, her second. There we saw that hip check we talked about in one of the earlier games.
That was more of just pushing her out of bounds on that one.
Now Ornella Santana sits down. And Natacha Perez comes in for Argentina. Gretter pops. Her shot is no good, and Taylor tips the rebound to a teammate. Here comes Kadisha Berry. Jet quick little point guard, plays at Southern University. Here's Day. Day's been relatively quiet.
Nice.
Gives it up to Berry, and Berry gets fouled on her way to the rack.
Yeah, Day's had a couple looks at the basket.
That foul is going to be on Andrea Boquete, her first. Berry to the free throw line. Left hand free throw, no good. Berry's second offering rattles out, and Fiorotto gets the rebound. Gretter ahead to Perez. Gretter's got it back, high left side. Now inside to Fiorotto, the pass a little too long, and that'll be Virgin Islands ball. 25 seconds to play first quarter. Argentina with a 6-point lead. Day. Over to Taylor Jones.
Oh.
And Jones tries to find Imani Tate, but the pass goes out of bounds instead. And now it's Argentina ball with 11 seconds to play in the quarter. The shot clock, of course, is off.
A little bit of better spacing on the right side there for the Virgin Islands. They had a good look inside. It was tight off of that roll.
Gritter's played this whole first quarter. Goes to the rack, misses the left-hand layup, and Gritter stares at the official, Mary-Pierre Malo, and she's still looking at her. As the first quarter comes to an end, it's Argentina 18 and Virgin Islands 12. Top 3 teams in this tournament advance to the 2018 Women's World Cup of basketball in Spain. Virgin Islands not shooting the ball very well. 4 of 17 overall. Tate has 7 of the 18, or rather the 12 points for Virgin Islands. She also has 5 rebounds. For Argentina, Sofia Aispura has 8, Melissa Gretter has 6. Aispura and Ornella Santana each have 3 rebounds. Other than that, a relatively uneventful first quarter between these two teams.
Right, it was, what, 7-7 at one point. Now Argentina's up 6.
There's Facundo Campazzo. Speaking of outstanding point guards, Facundo Campazzo, he is so much fun to watch. A great shooter and unbelievable passer.
Day with the spin move. Nice.
Pretty move by Day. I think those are her first 2 points. Perez,
yes, it was.
Clearing out. Now Deborah Gonzalez. 9 on the shot clock, wheeling and dealing. Outside to Boquete. Boquete high with the right hand, no good. Rebound Natalie Day. Barry.
Utilize the screen, take them tighter next time.
Awkward shot forced there by Boquete. Gonzalez and Durso, the guards now, as Melissa Gretter gets her first rest of the game. She played the entire first quarter. Durso ahead to Gonzalez. Durso working the top of the key. Now driving and kicking it out to Gonzalez, but the pass tipped by Imani Tate. And a crafty move there by Gonzalez to not let Tate chase that down and let it go out of bounds, so Argentina retains possession.
6 seconds.
High off the glass, that just about went in for Macarena Durso. Saw Facundo Campazzo a moment ago, backcourt mates with Nicolas Laprovitola. Those guys were an absolute joy to watch in Mexico City 2 years ago and in the Olympics. They sat out the South American Championship last year as Team Argentina was preparing for the Olympics. So I did not get to see them last year in Caracas. But those two are just wizards with the basketball.
You have two like that in the backcourt, you can do a lot of things. Argentina still with that 2-2-1 press.
Pass inside to Taylor off the glass, high and in. Virgin Islands to within 3 at 19-16. Durso over to Perez. Now Durso driving. Scoop with the left hand and good along the baseline. Nice drive.
Yep, 2-2-1 again. Dictate the pace of the play.
And that gets tipped out of bounds by Macarena Durso. And substitution by William Colon. Kadisha Berry comes out and Lenise Bao comes back in. And an 8-second violation. The officials were right on that. Durso gets it back from Fiorato. Durso now on the drive with the left hand, scoops that up and that falls in.
And something like that happens, Craig, with that 6 seconds already gone by. Somebody's got to tell the players out on the court, you only have 2 seconds to get it across. And especially when a substitution happens like that, it's really imperative that communication take place.
Now Andrea Boquete picks up her second foul to go along with 3 for Sofia Aispura and 2 for Ornella Santana. So that's 3 starters with at least 2 fouls for Argentina. Here comes Durso again. Tried to get it inside to Boquete, gets kicked out of bounds. It will be Argentina ball with 17 on the shot clock. Durso to inbound.
Little curl play out of bounds underneath.
And Fiorato gets bumped. The ball gets jarred loose, but a foul called. That was on Itiana Taylor. Taylor comes out. That's her first foul. Durso as Tanika Carey comes on for Virgin Islands. Natasha Perez gets the rebound and gets fouled. That's 3 team fouls on Virgin Islands in the second quarter. Perez shoots from 17, no good. Had a good look at it though.
Yep, off the down screen. Oh, nice crossover.
Tate had her shot. I think it was blocked by Natasha Perez. And then Tate goes down hard. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Argentina ball. Now Macarena Durso sits down and Melissa Greder comes back on. Wearing her signature headband.
Coming off of horns with the flare for the 3.
3 on the way for Boquete, no good. Natalie Day pulls down the rebound. Argentina has tomorrow off. Virgin Islands, meanwhile, has another tough foe in Venezuela. Day with the scoop left-hand shot, no good. Rebounded by Celia Fiorato. And that foul is going to be on Lenise Bao.
Day had the lane, and then Carey came over and brought her defender with her, and it closed down the lane. Made it more contested than it should have been.
Ingresa a Argentina con el 18, Armento, se retira.
Each level you go up, Craig, spacing is so important. You have to have good spacing out there.
Tough to run an offense when everybody's standing in the same area. It's Fioretto, top of the key. Guarded by George. Gonzalez around the screen by Fioretto. Gives it back to her. Fioretto fades away with the right hand and scores over George.
I kind of agree with George. I'm not sure where the foul was on that.
Well, we'll see it here.
Straight up.
Wow. I don't know if it was on the bump
right.
on the spin, but there was certainly no contact on the actual shot.
No, nothing on the arm.
So Fioretto completes the three-point play, and it's a 10-point lead for Argentina, 26-16.
2-2-1. See if they're going to just dictate the pace or try to get a trap up in the corners at the half-court line.
Tanika Carey sits down.
That was just to slow him down.
6 minutes to play in this second quarter. Slow pace to this game. 26-16 in favor of Argentina. Tate pops from the left elbow, no good. Rebounded by Lanice Bow. And Fioretto commits the foul on the shot by Imani Tate.
I like the way the Virgin Island keeps hitting the offensive boards.
With the fans here in Estadio Obras Sanitarias singing and clapping, as they so often do in South America and Europe.
Craig, there they have 11 offensive rebounds. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Tate's got 7 rebounds already overall. Second free throw falls in, and Tate's got 8 points. Redder. Gonzalez pops from the right side, no good, and here comes Virgin Islands. Hamilton, right side, gets it out to Bow. Now Day, out to Bow for 3, that rolls off. Greder tipped the rebound, but Hamilton comes away with it. Hamilton turns around and puts up the air ball, and Argentina comes out of there. Gonzalez to Fioretto, now Greder. Melissa pops from 16 and hits.
You got to be careful here and not let it get out of hand.
Greder's got 8 points. She's 4 of 6 from the floor.
Get somebody in the middle. There you go.
Oh, Tate with the backcourt violation. She caught it in the front court, took a dribble, but she dribbled it in the backcourt. Argentina by 11, their biggest lead of the game, looking to extend. Greder. Circles it back around. She's so patient. A lot of spin on that pass, and Day tracks it down.
This is where you got to get a score.
Julia Armesto guarding Day. Tough assignment when you first come into the game.
Right. Spacing.
George.
Spacing.
And George travels. Julia Armesto in the game plays professionally with Lanús here in Argentina, along with Agostina Barani and Natasha Perez. Luis Scola, the legend, the all-time leading scorer in FIBA Americas play.
Got a nice crowd on hand tonight, too.
Yeah.
No, quedaste en el balance de 0. Quedamos mal emparejada. Pero no quiero caer en zona, ¿está bien? Aguantar un poquito, hay que auxiliarla rápido para poder llegar y emparejar. Pero mantengamos la idea que eso está bien y le trasladamos un problema. Ya arman salidas.
We're icing the sideline. Okay, that one thing. Keep open, open. Let's go. 1-4, 1-4. Here, here. The two posts. Here. When I bring the ball, one is gonna get off. And then we can go here, attack, we can roll. Okay, but let's start from 1-4 down.
Get up, White, get up, White.
Let's go.
Coach Cologne talking about icing the ball, meaning he wants to keep the ball in the outer third on the screen and roll, not let Gretter get inside the, if you split the court into threes, the outer thirds, the middle third, and then the outer third. You want to keep the ball in the outer thirds when you're icing the ball. We'll see if they can do it here.
Gretter left side.
They weren't going to let her come back through the top with it, but she had the lane to go in for the layup.
Saw Luis Scola a moment ago. Past Oscar Schmidt as the all-time leading FIBA Americas scorer, the legendary Brazilian Oscar Schmidt. Scola, the 2015 FIBA Americas MVP. Tournament in which he passed Oscar Schmidt.
Dictating the pace here, because they're not looking to trap.
Bow to Hamilton. Argentina by 13. Now here's Tate.
That's it, better spacing, let her do her work.
Yeah, George traveled. You could tell she was kind of out of control a little bit.
Though George likes the right block. If you give her some room to operate, she'll score. Horns with the flare.
Gretter around the screen by Fioretto. Gets a little too deep and then loses control. Defense
get
on
it
the
across.
press. Finally they do. Now they only have 9 left on the shot.
Go to the 1-4 here.
Bow. 3 now, 2 outside, and they're not going to get a shot off. Virgin Islands bench was counting it down. You could hear them yelling, but players on the floor did not react.
And Hamilton out there, number 10, Hamilton's out there screaming the 1-4 play that Coach Cologne was drawing up in the timeout that we saw.
Armesto over to Gretter. Gretter around the Armesto screen. Now left side to Perez. Perez shakes Hamilton, just about loses control, pumps, shoots, but it will not fall. 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Our 4th and final game of the day. Good defense again by Argentina. Tate around the screen by George. George gets it back and loses the handle. Out of bounds. Yeah, that'll be Virgin Islands ball. 3 to shoot.
Communicated to him. You're going to stack it up here right in front of the ball and play out of it.
Malo was letting them know how much time they had, so they do get the shot off, and it's good. Imani Tate from the corner, with the shot clock winding down, cuts the lead to 11. There's Perez. Gretter. Got to be a mismatch somewhere. George was guarding Gretter.
Got to find it. Still guarding her. If nothing else, take her off the dribble.
Yeah, absolutely. Day able to finish with the left hand. Nice run there by Virgin Islands.
And finished it off with what, Craig? A bounce pass.
You might think that these teams were watching our broadcast as they were getting ready for this game.
Oh, nice. Nice
Deborah
head fake.
Gonzalez, wow. The
Gonzalez.
circus scoop layup.
That all was set up with that head fake when she was dribbling.
Lead back to 11, 32-21. 1 minute to play in the second quarter. Hamilton between the rings. Perez stays with her around the screen and then gets her hands up and deflects the pass. Here comes Deborah Gonzalez. Pulls it up, gets it to Gretter, and now Gretter is going to...
Good play.
Yeah, back it out and...
Get everybody on the same page.
Yep. Gretter for three. Comes up short. Now Tate can't handle the long pass. Saved in bounds by Tate herself.
That was a critical trip. Virgin Islands could have really used a score there.
Yeah, they really could have. Gonzalez pinballs her way through traffic, gets it out to Gretter, and Argentina resets. 8 on the shot clock. Now a 3 on the way from Gonzalez, no good. Shot clock is off, game clock at 7.
Plenty of time here.
Here comes Tate with 3-2. She gets it off. It will not go, however. Nice drive by Tate to end the first half, but she could not get the shot to fall. And so Argentina takes an 11-point lead into the locker room at halftime. 32-21, fourth and final game of the day, of the opening day of play at the 2017 FIBA Americup Championship for women. Let's take a look at the halftime stats. Virgin Islands just 25% from the floor. Argentina not exactly lighting it up. 40% from two-point range, 37% from three.
Well, the 40% is better than 25 right now, so that's
That is
helping.
true.
That's helping. I mean, they're not shooting the lights out.
Virgin Islands out rebounding Argentina 26-16, including a 12-4 advantage on the offensive glass.
Yeah, that's something we didn't really anticipate going into this game.
Well, Virgin Islands missing a lot more shots, but at least they're cleaning up the glass a little bit.
Yeah, they're running down. Now, one thing that they have to do when they're running down their offensive, they got to get everybody on the same page. Even though you have 14 seconds, you can still get something out of it.
Let's look at some of the individual numbers on this one. For Virgin Islands, Natalie Day, Central Basket MVP, has 4 points and 3 rebounds. Lenice Bao played but did not score. She did have 3 boards. Victoria Hamilton, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Itiana Taylor, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Imani Tate, nice first half for her. 10 points, 8 rebounds.
Solid.
Anisha George had 1 point and 5 rebounds for Virgin Islands in that first half. Argentina, meanwhile, Macarena Durso, 5 points. Andrea Boquete had 4. Celia Fiorotto had 3. Melissa Gretter, 10 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Ornella Santana played but did not score. She did have 3 boards. Deborah Gonzalez, 2 points. Sofia Aispura, 8 points and 3 rebounds. Julieta Armesto and Natasha Perez both played but did not score. A 32-21 lead for Argentina over Virgin Islands as we look at some of the highlights from the first half. There's Melissa Gretter stopping and popping from 17. Now Gretter.
One thing to note, that Day and Tate both played all 20 minutes of that first half.
Well, you kind of have to wonder because Virgin Islands only has 10 players on their roster. The only player in that first half that did not see significant action, or did not see any action rather, was Remaisha Claxton. She did not play. Tanika Carey only played 224, and Taylor Jones only played 135. So these players for Virgin Islands may end up getting fatigued before this one is over.
Right, that's going to be, yes, that's going to be a long haul to play all 40 minutes.
There's that pretty move by Gonzalez, and Virgin Islands is going to have to find a way to get that lady number 7 in the foreground before that shot to get more involved. She only had 4 points in that first half.
9 shots. You really can't complain about that when you get 9 shots.
Didn't seem like she took 9 shots, did it?
No.
I mean, I'm not saying the stats are wrong.
Right,
but
no, I know what you're saying. It was, yeah, I agree. No, you're on pace right now for 18 shots in a game. That's, you know, that's pretty good.
A couple of nice shots there from Virgin Islands, and the outstanding camera work and technical work, as always, by our FIBA TV crew. There's Melissa Gretter's stop and pop, high off the glass, and she gets the home roll. Ispura, one of her back-to-back three-point shots.
You know, when she went out with that third foul, it really didn't hurt Argentina.
No, it really didn't. And Agostina Barani didn't even get in. I'm not sure if she's nursing an injury. There's that pretty layup by Gonzalez again. A little English off the glass. They're showing pictures up on the video board here, and Facundo Campazzo is whapping his teammates in the head.
Hopefully that doesn't get out of hand.
Argentina outscores Virgin Islands 14-9 in that second quarter and takes a 32-21 lead into the locker room at halftime. We're back with second half action in just a moment.
Yeah, because I went scrambling for that drive.
Argentino Junior presente, el básquet de Argentino Junior. Ese Berizzo vi por ahí, ¿no? Ahí va, A ver si la mostramos. Ahí va. Ahí está Andre y Orne, nuestras jugadoras de estrella de Berizzo. Andrea Boquete, Ornella Santana. Jugamos un poquito. Tenemos para hacer dance camp. Vamos a ver si baila el público en la Argentina. Vamos a poner música para bailar y van a estar bailando en la tribuna con la música de nuestro DJ y las imágenes. Ahí está, la dance camp. Comienza la música, a bailar un poquito. Arriba, hay que pararse y bailar. Mientras esperamos por este segundo tiempo. ¿No serían unos buenos bailarines esos puntos en este primer tiempo. 5 puntos para Macarena Durso, 4 para Andrea Boquete, 3 puntos para Celia Fiorotto, 2 para Débora González, 8 para Sofía Ifurúa y la goleadora de este primer tiempo en Argentina, Melissa Greter con 10. Ahí va. Sube el volumen. Otro de los que estuvieron desde el principio, hace varias horas ya. La letra que hicieron las chicas de la selección ahí para alentarlas para este segundo tiempo. A ver, ponga, señor DJ, se viene despacito. Súbale volumen. Arriba. A ver la tribuna, Hay letra para la selección argentina femenina. Hay que taparle los parlantes, vamos, Bajame el volumen, bajame el volumen. Sigue la tribuna, Para mañana la vamos a poner en pantalla esta, Está en las redes sociales, búsquenla, Mañana se va a traer todos aprendidos que se viene, ¡Palmas todos! ¡Eso, Argentina! Segundo tiempo, 32 para Argentina, 21 para
For the 2017 FIBA Women's Americup Championship, fourth and final game of the day. This one between host nation Argentina and the 2017 FIBA Centro Basket champions, the Virgin Islands. Argentina with a 32-21 lead coming out of halftime, and they start off with possession.
Double screen set at the right elbow.
Drive on the play there by Sofia Aispura. She draws the foul. Sofia playing with 3 fouls herself. That foul is going to be on number 8, Remaisha Claxton.
I like that move because she knows she has 3, but yet took it strong to the basket, not fearing getting a charge call.
I thought I saw number 8 held up. She's not in the game. It's regular 5 starters in there for Virgin Islands. Yeah. Second free throw, no good. Day on the handoff to Bow.
Screen.
Oh. And the interior pass denied, and then finally, as Gretter dives on top, I think that's a good call there.
Right, anytime you're jumping on top of someone like that.
Yeah, if it was tied up, it would be different, but Gretter just kind of dives on top of her.
Oh, she had a good look there on the pull-up.
The previous foul was on Natalie Day, and that was her first.
Well, hit the official, kept the ball from going out of bounds.
Part of the game.
Yep.
Not saying you want to draw it up like that, but Gonzalez
scoop.
Tries that scoop right hand again, no good. You ever any trick plays like that you ever drew up, throwing it off of an official or the backboard or the rim or anything like that? Anything
the
crazy?
Officials, but they didn't cooperate. No, the one that I've always wanted to do is, I don't know if I can describe it, but throwing it off the backboard to the big who has the person sealed behind them, where it just falls right to them, and then they just put it up. I've always wanted to do that one.
Andrea Boquete hitting the 3 for Argentina, giving them a 15-point lead. Here comes Hamilton. Gets
Cut.
Stuck at the elbow. Now Day for 3, that's short. Gets her own long rebound.
I think if Ball would have cut to the basket on that, she could have gotten a layup. She's in the corner.
Still in the corner, 3 to shoot. Finally puts it up, and an offensive foul. I believe that's going to be on George, as she was battling with Ainspura.
I think that was on was it on George or Hamilton?
That was on Hamilton. That's her 3rd. Good catch. Ritter wide open with the right hand. And just like that, it's a 17-point lead for Argentina.
Crossover.
Now George hitting
go.
from in close. First 2 points of the second half for Virgin Islands. They went nearly 2.5 minutes without a point.
Running the point guard through, Gretter off of a double screen there, off of either elbow.
Here comes Gonzalez, left side to Boquete for 3, and she strikes again. 18-point lead now for Argentina, their biggest of the game.
Offense.
Wow. Wheels coming off a little bit right now for William Colon and Team Argentina, or rather Team Virgin Islands. As you get another look at Boquete's 3-point shot.
If they score here, look for a timeout.
Almost expected it after that
Right,
last 3-pointer.
I thought that would be coming after that.
Gonzalez Around the screen. Now Gretter. Lobs it inside.
Good position inside.
Ornella Santana could not connect. Forced to take that high off the glass, and it would not drop. Here comes Hamilton. She gives it up. And Boquete with the left-hand lay-in. And does William Colon call timeout?
Nope.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Gretter the steal. Does she pull up for the open three? No. To Gonzalez. Back to Gretter. Melissa so patient. Nice. Oh, beautiful touch pass in there from the corner. That was Andrea Boquete getting it into Ornella Santana.
So Ispuro with a nice little slip screen there to get the ball.
.43-23, and now we have timeout. 6:07 to play, third quarter. Argentina has blown this one open. They led by 11 at the half. The lead's now 20 with 6:07 to play, third quarter.
Volvieron cambiadas, quedaron dos chiquitas. Si vos seguís con, si George sigue con vos, entonces no va a salir con vos porque salió. Uno, para que no entremos en un pick temprano, consumimos algunos segundos, tomamos aire, jugamos y ejecutamos. Pero una cosa importante, nosotros rodar uno, casi caminando, después jugamos con fuego, jugamos al límite de los 24. Entonces, vamos a rodarla corriendo para que nos queden 10 en el pick central. Entonces, consumimos 14, nos sirve a tomar aire y después atacamos. Dale.
There's the men's national team for Argentina. Luis Escola right in the middle there. I think he had to move next to Facundo Campazzo because Campazzo was getting a little too frisky there, popping people in the head. Put Scola next to him.
And that all ended.
Flick Facu away like a flea. First free throw no good by Sofia Ispura. Second one is through. .21 lead, third quarter, 6 minutes to play.
Coach Colon drew up the horns play during the timeout.
Day gets it back, drives, and I'm not sure if she lost it or she was trying to
looked like a pass.
Yeah, wraparound pass, but nobody was there. Gretter getting the offense set up. So patient, hounded by Kadisha Berry. And the foul called against Virgin Islands. Not see who that was against. With the scorers table being on the opposite side of us, the officials, their hand signals are not always clear to us. And by the time I look over up at the scoreboard, the foul is already up there and I can't tell who that was on. So instead I have to go to the stat page. And the foul was on Kadisha Berry.
All else fails, go to the live stats.
There you go. Ritter hits both free throws and then sits down for a break as Macarena Durso replaces her. Now Day.
Durso did a fine job in the first half, controlling the offense.
Day still with just 4 points. Gonzalez now. Out to Boquete from Ornella Santana.
Boquete's running off a lot of screens down there to get open.
Durso pops from 15. I think Hamilton got a piece of that. Now the baseline jumper is good for Victoria Hamilton, and she's got 6.
And she's limping going back. I didn't see what had happened on a previous play with her.
I don't know.
She is limping.
That 3 by Durso, no good.
Nice spin move by Tate.
Oh, very nice spin move by Tate, and she draws the foul.
May have gotten away with a little interruption of dribble out there on the right side, too. I think we've seen that called once today. Is that what we said?
Yeah.
Again, that in 3 seconds you don't see called much anymore. 3 seconds in the lane.
Tate misses the free throw. The lead remains 21. 4:20 to play third quarter. Tate bends and misses the second. Hamilton fights for the rebound, though, and then gets it stolen away by Macarena Durso.
Trap in the corner. They almost got it.
Nice job by Argentina. Now out to Santana, and now Durso. Into the corner for Boquete for 3. That will not go in. Saved,
Nice.
though.
Good effort.
Good effort indeed. 3-4 attempts there for Argentina, and finally they draw the foul. Now Taylor comes on as Natalie Day sits down. And that foul was on Kadisha Berry, her second.
It's her first break of the game coming out.
Celia Fiorotto hits her first free throw. Second one does not fall. Boquete fighting for it. And she gets knocked down by Victoria Hamilton. And Hamilton gets called for the foul on the loose ball. So that's the 4th foul now on Hamilton. She's got 4, and Sofia Aispura has 4 for Argentina. Anisha George has 3 for Virgin Islands. No one else on Argentina with more than 2. Free throw by Boquete makes it 48-25. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, the action starts at 1:35 p.m. local time. That's 12:35 Eastern time in the U.S. We've got Paraguay seeing their first action in this tournament against Cuba. Cuba got thumped today by Canada 81-35 in the game before this one. Our second game tomorrow at 4:05 p.m. It's Venezuela and these Virgin Islanders. As Taylor gets fouled and gets the bucket to go. She'll go to the free throw line. Third game tomorrow, Colombia in action for the first time. They take on Brazil at 6:35, and then the nightcap, Canada and Puerto Rico at 9:05.
Completes the 3-point play.
Mexico and Argentina off tomorrow. But we will be here. We will be here for every minute of every game over the next 7+ days. There's an off day on Friday after the group phase, followed by the semifinals next Saturday, and then the finals and the bronze medal game on Sunday. Macarena Rosette into the game now. So we've got both Macarenas on the floor for Argentina. There's a good look at William Colon. And Macarena hits the second. 51-28, 3:08 to play third quarter. Hamilton, beg your pardon, that's Bow. Now Taylor hands it off to Taylor Jones. She gives it up to Kadisha Berry. Puts up a wild shot somehow. Taylor ends back up with it and now puts the shot up no good. A couple of good bounces in there for Virgin Islands. They just could not take advantage of it. Nice pass from the corner from Natasha Perez to Macarena Durso. Durso's got 9.
Again, that's something that Argentina does well in the fast break. They always have a cutter coming to the basket when the ball is on the wing.
And it's a 25-point lead for Argentina. Now a 3 from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Ainspura. Beg your pardon, that was Boquete.
Marchiazzato.
Oh, Marchiazzato, I did not see her check in. I saw the hair and thought it was Armesto back in there, but you are indeed correct, sir. Marchiazzato in the game for the first time. Plays at Bishop's University in Canada. Turned 23 years old. She and I share a birthday.
Ah, nice.
Boquete hits both free throws on the technical foul against Itiana Taylor. And Boquete hits all 3.
She's played well today.
And Argentina gets the ball. Rosette inbounds to Armesto. Back to Durso. 10 to shoot. Macarena Rosette in the corner has it forced out of bounds. That's going to be Argentina ball.
8 seconds.
Natalie Day says, boy, I don't think that's right. And the officials confer, and they're going to stay with the call.
8 seconds on the shot clock.
Here's Durso between the rings, getting a little something set up. Now she drives,
Nice
gives
pass.
it up underneath. Nicely done. Mara Marchiazzato gets her first 2 points. Now the long jumper by Jones, no good. Rebounded underneath by Rosette.
There you go, into the post.
Marchiazzato again. So she's come in and made a quick contribution.
Yes, and that was an efficient move. Catch, turn, score.
3-pointer by Day is no good. Here comes Durso. Bounce pass ahead. Nicely done. Macarena Rosette scores. The lead is 34, and William Colon wants timeout. 62-28 with 1:01 to play in this third quarter.
Okay, hey. We're open, okay? That means net is gonna be this up over here. I want shooters here. As soon as you want to get the spring over here, okay, she's gonna go or she's gonna go out. If you get the ball over here, this one, or clear, or...
Debe meterse para auxiliar la mala, que es una jugada cómoda. Vamos una 2 abajo para meter a Macarena. Salí por palo. Y que venga Mara. ¿Sí? 2. Salí.
1:01 to play, third quarter. Argentina has opened up its biggest lead of the game at 34 points, 62-28. And there's William Colon. Not much he can do about this one.
The 1-4 press breaker. He's looking to get a dribble handoff there.
The only real huge glaring discrepancy in the stats that I see other than the score is turnovers. Virgin Islands with 19 turnovers, Argentina with just 7. Fast break points, Argentina only leads 4-0. Points in the paint, 26-14 in favor of Argentina. The bench points, 19-5 in favor of Argentina.
Yeah, the bench points and the points in the paint, that's considerable.
And now stepping on the sideline is Lanice Bao.
Does it
seem like,
does it seem like Argentina has more than just 4 fast break points?
That's
4-0.
Kind of what I was thinking. When I looked at that, I said, that's why I was thinking that there would be a much bigger disparity in either fast break points or points in the paint.
Right.
Pretty no-look pass from Durso. And
Durso is a solid point guard.
Yes, she is. And Armesto hits the jumper as the third quarter comes to an end with Argentina on top by the score of 66-28. Fourth quarter action when we return. That third quarter was all Argentina, Mark Anderson. They outscored Virgin Islands 34-7 in that third quarter, and Argentina's defense has been slowly strangling the life out of Virgin Islands. Argentina gave up 12 points in that first quarter, 9 points in the second, and just 7 in the third.
It's pretty stifling defense, and a lot of it's been dictated off their 2-2-1 press. That's been not necessarily to get steals, but to slow the pace of the Virgin Islands down, and it's seemingly been effective.
Virgin Islands overall shooting in the 20s percent-wise.
Yep, just under 26%.
11 of 43 overall.
1 for 9 from threes.
Here's a look at Melissa Gretter. She's nursing a thumb injury. May not see her again this game with such a large lead. 38 points.
Nice drive by Berry.
Kadisha Berry, her first 2 points of the game. Macarena Rosette pops from 18, and that's good. Pretty shot by Macarena Rosette.
High arcing release on that.
Now Natalie Day pops from the left side, and a pretty shot by Natalie Day. She's got 6. Natasha Perez on the left side. Gets it to Rosette. Now to Durso on the cut. Shot blocked by Day. Natalie Day leading the break. And now Virgin Islands has to reset. Barry has her shot blocked. And then a foul in the backcourt on the rebound. Rather, after the rebound. I believe that's going to be on Kadisha Berry. It is.
Yep, she wanted to clear out to try to take Durso off the dribble.
That's 3 fouls on Berry. Perez, high left side, has her pass tipped by Hamilton, but Rosette tracks it down.
Play number 1 here.
Durso between the rings. Steps back for the 3, and that's good. Macarena Durso having herself a fine game. She's got 14 points. Now Natalie Day. Working her way in.
Seeing Durso for the first time, Coach Santander's got a nice little combination of point guards going there with Gretter and then her coming off the bench to spell her some time.
That foul was on Macarena Rosette, her first. Thought for sure that was going to be an offensive foul. It looked like Day put her shoulder down as she drove, unless the defender's feet weren't set.
Good hustle.
Lenise Bow certainly not giving up.
No.
She goes to the floor for a rebound. And a 3 is up and good for Natasha Perez as William Colon looks on. First 3 points in the game for Natasha Perez. Berry driving to her left, gets bumped by Durso, and that's going to be another foul on Macarena Durso. Pretty spin move by Victoria Hamilton, but she can't get it to go. She does draw the foul, however, and the foul is going to be on Natasha Perez, her first. Nice stop motion there on the replay. On the 3-pointer by Natasha Perez.
Victoria, she can go inside and out. She can hit the 3. She can play in, post up. She's got some up and under moves.
Virgin Islands definitely has some talent.
I think it's the depth that's caught up with them.
Absolutely, and I do like Kadisha Berry. She gives you some energy coming in there at guard. But when you're really only going 7 deep, 6 deep maybe, 7 if you, Itiana Taylor and Kadisha Berry, the other players have seen action, but nothing really significant.
I can catch up to you quickly at this
Sure
level.
Can. High off the glass for Marchezzati. That won't go in. And here comes Virgin Islands back the other way. Natalie Day loses control of it, but gets it back after it goes off of the hand of Macarena Rosset. Oh, and Melissa Gretter getting set to check back in for Argentina, along with Deborah Gonzalez. Rosset lost the handle when Bao poked it away from behind, but Argentina retains possession. 10 to shoot still. Here's Durso on the drive. Short baseline jumper, no good for Marchezzati. And Natalie Day comes away with it.
Like how they're getting Marchezzati involved in the offense the last couple times down, either in the post or in the short corner.
Well, and as a young player seeing her first action with the senior team, it's nice to get her involved like this.
Right.
Lenise Bao scores her first 2 points of the game. Rosset behind the back on the dribble, and she gets tied up. Possession will stay with Argentina on the alternating possession arrow. Now the Macarenas sit down. Durso and Rosset along with Julia Armesto. Mara Marchezzati sits down as well. Celia Fiorotto coming on, Ornella Santana and Melissa Gretter. And Deborah Gonzalez. You have to think that this is Christian Santander going in for the kill. Not that a 39-point lead isn't significant,
all right
but
on that shot.
Yeah.
It's a good follow through.
And that goes off the hand of Bao out of bounds. It'll be Argentina ball.
And she was sitting quite a while too. You know, getting out there could be just to test the hand, see how it is.
Yep, just get one last run in there.
Nice cross action underneath.
Back tap on the rebound, but Natalie Day comes up with it. Also, don't forget, these ladies have to get in game shape. First game of the tournament. No doubt they've been practicing and practicing hard, but as any player will tell you, game speed is a different speed.
It certainly is.
As Melissa Gretter gets called for the travel, she kind of took a skip in midair, or she took a bump in midair and skipped and got called for the travel. She didn't like it, but
try to simulate as much as you can game type situations, but it's never quite the same.
Tate with the tough jumper. I can't think of very many sports where game speed is the same as practice speed. There's always just more adrenaline, more intensity, more everything when you get into the game.
That's a good up and under move.
Gretter can't get the bailout shot to go as the shot clock expired. Maybe golf. Game speed might be the same as practice speed, but of course, a lot more nerves in a golf tournament than a practice round. So I think that negates the difference, or rather the similarity in speed.
Oh,
and an offensive foul on Celia Fiorotto, setting the screen, and she ended up getting the worst of that.
I'd like to see the replay on that one.
Yeah.
Because from over here we saw
she went
Tate
down.
Throwing pushing the elbow, not maliciously, but put it out there.
Here comes Natalie Day, left side.
No
Gets
flex
inside.
cut.
Barry now cuts.
Nice
Gets it
pass.
inside to Tate. Shot won't go, out of bounds, and that'll be Virgin Islands ball with a fresh 14. Quick catch and shoot for 3 by Imani Tate, no good, but she follows and gets her own bucket.
Usually the shooter knows where the ball's going.
Tate now with 14 points. I believe she's leading Virgin Islands in every significant category offensively. And Natasha Perez takes one right in the beak. Surely unintentional. Yeah, that was Tate going for a swipe at the ball, and she just pops Perez right in that mouth area. And now Tate takes a shot from one of the Argentine players on the cut. Little payback.
Those things somehow always even out.
Yeah, they do. And that was the 15 foul against Argentina there. So Imani Tate will go to the free throw line. Argentina leading by 33. Free throw by Tate, no good.
She's had a solid game, 14 points, 8 rebounds.
Misses both free throws. Perez gets the rebound. And now ahead. There's Perez for 3, no good. Fioretto fighting for the rebound and pulling it down, and Argentina retains possession. Inside 3 minutes to play now. Biggest lead of the game for Argentina was 42.
Santana.
Ornella Santana hitting along the baseline. She'll be 27 next month. A lot of good basketball still ahead for her. Now Day can't get the left-hand layup to go. Now she's trapped by Bao and Day and gets it taken away.
Technical.
And she gets called for the technical foul. Celia Fioretto not happy with how she was trapped, and then the ball got ripped away. She thought there should have been a foul called, and she turned around and let Roberto Vasquez know her displeasure, and Roberto Vasquez said, "Young lady, I'm not too concerned about your displeasure. However, you cannot talk to me that way." Of course, he only needed a quick hand signal to say that.
Right.
Oh yeah, she got hit in the head.
That's one thing we've learned about playing FIBA rules basketball is that the officials do not you don't have the leeway like you do in the U.S.
But Fioretto had a fair point. She got smacked in the head, and no one saw it. And then she got raked across the arm, and now Gretter gets fouled. That's going to be on Lanice Bao. And Bao's saying Gretter tried to clear out with that off arm, and that's what I originally thought the foul was going to be on, was on Melissa Gretter. Both teams starting to get a little chippy now.
I was just going to say that with 2 minutes to go.
Argentina wants to get out of this game without having any injuries, and Virgin Islands doesn't like getting whomped like this. Oh, nice. And a pretty feed to Gretter, but she misses the layup, and then Fioretto hits the rim on the follow. Gretter gets back, though, and forces the miss on the layup. Now Day shuffles her feet, gets it out. Now Tate has it right side. She drives and gets bumped. And called on the block.
It's a good basket.
Julia Armesto. First foul for Armesto. Sofia Aispura comes back on. with her 3 fouls. Haven't seen her in a while, but with a $1:48 to play, she's going to get a few more runs in. Tiana Taylor checks in for Virgin Islands as Natalie Day sits down. And the fans strike up the chorus again to try to distract Tate on these free throws. Tate completes the 3-point play, and now Celia Fiorotto sits down as Mara Marchesotti comes in rather. Ball gets poked out of bounds. Greder loses the handle, and that's going to be Virgin Islands ball. Minute 45 to play in this one. Don't forget, 4 more games tomorrow, starting off with Paraguay and Cuba at 1:35. Venezuela and Virgin Islands at 4:05, Colombia, Brazil at 6:35, and Canada, Puerto Rico at 9:05. Timeout on the floor with a minute 45 to play, and Argentina up 31.
Remember, we got the here. You want the dog? No, so you on the dog. You on the elbow. Here. Remember, we're gonna screen. The screen. Many sides, okay? That means just look for her, she's gonna go this way, okay? Look for her. After that one, you're gonna pick over here, behind, here, okay? You don't get it, open up, and then you come, see?
2-3. Esta bola. La bola acá, 2-3. La bola allá, 2-3. La bola solo un trap a 45 grados. No a corner, que no, solo pasa acá. O sea que hasta si lo podemos inducir, lo inducimos. Y armamos un trap ahí para ver si podemos sortear. ¿Está claro? Dale. Escuchame una cosa.
We're going to look at the top scorers for Argentina. 4 players in double figures, led by Andrea Boquete with 17. Greta and Durso each with 14. Sofia Aispura with 10.
2-3 zone out of bounds.
Only Amani Tate in double figures for Virgin Islands. She's got 17.
How about
Tie
that?
for game high honors.
You get 28 points out of your point guard position.
You'll take that.
Yep.
Getting a little bit sloppy here toward the end.
Yeah.
Virgin Islands pretty tired. Venezuela may be losing a little focus, up 31 points. But Deborah Gonzalez scores. Inside of 90 seconds now, as Kadisha Berry hands it off to Lenice Bao, and she gets sent to the floor.
When you're up like this as a coach, you want to keep your team focused to the end, no matter who's on the floor for you.
Team captain Deborah Gonzalez now has 4 points as Melissa Greder comes off along with Gonzalez. So on the floor now for Argentina, Macarena Rosette, Macarena Durso, Sofia Aispura, Julia Armesto, and Mara Marchesotti. A right-hand drive by Rosette.
No rotation under the defense. You have to talk and rotate.
(80-46), a minute 12 to play. Virgin Islands makes one more substitution. Taylor Jones comes in. And Remaisha Claxton in as well.
Weave action there.
Tipped away by Taylor. She can't finish, though. Tiana Taylor not giving up. She tracks down Rossette, I beg your pardon, Durso. Durso knocks Tate over and commits the offensive foul. Second foul on Durso. .1 seconds to play. So we got to look at some members of Team Venezuela. They play Virgin Islands tomorrow, so they are checking out the competition. Tate. Nice move. Nearly has it stolen away by Rossette. Taylor bulls her way through the lane, but has her shot blocked, and Argentina comes away with it. Up ahead to Marchezotti. And then she loses it in the corner. Taylor Jones working her way up. Over the right hand, no good. Soaring in for the rebound. And that going landing, down, yeah.
That didn't look good.
Imani Tate. She came down hard. On that right leg, and then hits the knee on the floor.
Hopefully that's all it is, just banged her knee.
Yeah. Glad to see her up as we look at lovely and talented Melissa Gretter on the Argentine bench.
Virgin Islands, they're going to need to regroup, get off their feet tonight because they, you know, their starters played a lot of minutes. Going to have to rehydrate, get out some ice bags, get them on those legs and knees.
You and I can ice our vocal cords.
Yes.
Perhaps a frosty beverage or two. Durso into the front court. 9 seconds to play. Argentina gives it up. Here's Remaisha Claxton. She loses the handle, and Durso.
With the way she's playing, that wouldn't have surprised me if that would have gone in.
Yeah, no kidding. Final score, Argentina 80, Virgin Islands 48. And Argentina, with their quest to win the Americup on their home court, gets off to a good start. And they are off tomorrow. Virgin Islands 18 of 62 from the floor overall. Not going to win many games shooting like that. 1 of 13 from three-point range.
No. Surprisingly, only plus, you know, Virgin Islands up 3 in rebounding, 43 to 40, 17 offensive.